All right. Welcome, everybody, to our Friday night presentation. My name is David Francis, and I am so excited to be here right now. I see people coming on, so let's just give them a couple of moments here to come online here. And we're going to get started in just a few moments here. Very, very exciting where we are right now in the evolution of the company. So if you're just with us for the very, very first time tonight, I encourage you to grab a piece of paper to take some notes. I want to congratulate you, of course, on being here, taking time out of your busy schedule to come down and spend a few minutes with us to learn a little bit about why we're so also excited about Smart Choice. So we're going to get started in just a few moments here. I see a bunch of people coming on, some faces or names, I should say, that I recognize. And there's a bunch of people that I don't recognize as well. So welcome all of the brand new folks that are here for the very, very first time tonight. And I want to also welcome back all of our potential reps. And I say potential because we're really just getting started right now, and we don't launch the contract well, I'm going to give you some updates here on that. So I'll tell you exactly when we're going to be launching that in just a few moments here. So as people are coming on again, welcome to our webinar Friday night here. For you guys to take your time on a Friday night to spend it with us, I'm very grateful. I'm going to make it real short for you here tonight so you can get back to what you're doing. And I'm hoping to go out and have some sushi. Hopefully my wife heard that. I am hungry for some sushi here tonight. So hopefully she gets back and we can go out and have an outdoor sushi dinner here tonight. So I don't know if that's going to happen here because we're pretty much on lockdown here in Las Vegas as well. But I am craving some sushi, I will say. So anyhow, with that, let's go ahead and get started. Again, my name is David Francis, and I'm excited to be here and have this opportunity to share with you what's happening with Smart Choice. I want to give you a couple of updates in just a few minutes here. But let's go ahead and just go through a short little presentation. And then I'm going to talk about some of the updates and where we are in the development of the project right now. So again, the name of the company is, and I'm going to just go to my big screen here. Name of the company is Smart Choice, as you can see here. And I love the name, quite frankly, because it's all about making a smart choice, right? Better than making a not so smart choice. And so we've got a great name. It really boils down to the fact that if you look at the logo really does tell it all. And it's about having a smart choice, of course. But if you look at the infinity part of the logo and the fact that we're going around the world, our intention is to take Smart Choice all around the world. And that's been the intention from ground zero, from day one, was that if we're going to build something here, we're going to build it and take it around the world. And I was just real fortunate to be introduced to some very, very talented programmers and developers that came and said that they wanted some help with marketing to be able to take this around the world. And when I looked at what they had the experience, they had the skill set, they knew all about compensation plans. But what I saw was an opportunity to really develop something that would be phenomenal. And I'll talk about what we actually ended up coming up with. But let's look at, first of all, the marketplace, because the only reason that you're on here today is because you're looking for a way in which you can earn some extra income, right? Whether that's a few $100s extra per month, a few $1,000s extra per month, or for some of you, you're looking to raise funds of a few $100,000 extra per month. And I say that with tongue in cheek. And I say that because it's entirely possible for some of you on the line here today, for some of you on this webinar, to go out there and just dream big and come up with an idea, come up with a concept where you're looking to raise some funds, and we've got the platform for you to do that in. Now, I got to tell you, the crowdfunding platform, let me just say it like that, is a huge, huge arena. And if you're going to get involved in raising any money or building any kind of a business or community, you want to make sure that you do it in a big arena, right? A big industry. Well, the crowdfunding arena is going to grow, as it says here, by 2025. They're saying it's going to be a $28 billion industry. And there's a lot of crowdfunding platforms out there. We've all heard of them. There's people when they have issues, whether it's, I saw one the other day where they needed help to do a funeral, unfortunately, or it might be needing help for a team. There's a lot of different things that people need funds for, and they're going to these crowdfunding communities to raise funds. And so they've grown very, very rapidly over the last few years. Another thing that's grown rapidly over the last few years are smart contracts. Now, smart contracts are very, very powerful, and all they are is really just a contract that's put on the blockchain to execute an agreement. And it's usually done through the contract itself. Once it's up there on the blockchain, it cannot be changed. So smart contracts are used for many different things, and lately they've been used and are being used for crowdfunding. So we have got a crowdfunding platform that uses a smart contract, and what that enables it to do is pay out funds in real time directly to, and we're using Tron, we're on the Tron blockchain, but it pays it out in real time directly to your Tron wallet. So it's very exciting to be on the cutting edge of something new. However, what this enables you to do is really raise all the funds that you need for whatever you need it for, as long as it's legal, of course. So crowdfunding platforms allow you to do that. We've just married that now with a smart contract, and that simply means that there's nobody that's going to be there to take your money, to have somebody hack in and steal money. They can't change the rules of the game down the road. It really does give you the security to know that if the contract is up there, it's on the blockchain, as long as you do A, B, and C, you will have D happen. And that's exciting for me. I've been involved personally myself over 40 years, but with my wife Sheila over 35 years in the direct sales home-based business industry, where we're looking to raise funds for different things, of course. And over those years, we've had companies that have come and they've changed their compensation plan. Some of them have actually stopped doing business as a home business, and it really does pull the rug from underneath you. So I'm excited about the fact that we have smart contracts now, because that cannot happen. No one can take your opportunity away from you. Once it's up there on the blockchain, it's up there forever. It's up there in perpetuity. Can't be changed. Can't be taken. And that's exciting. Because that means that you've got something that you can build truthfully for the rest of your life here. However, when I was first approached with this whole concept to help with the marketing on this, and I'm a marketer at heart, when I looked at what they were doing, it was great, but it wasn't something that was going to be working forever. And that's what we wanted to have, was something that was going to work forever. And so, I asked a few questions of myself, actually, and this is the most important thing, because we wanted to create a compensation plan that would pay, but it had to do a number of different things. It had to pay the most amount of money to the, you had to be able to make the most amount of money in the shortest period of time with the fewest number of referrals. And that was the number one. It had to be able to reward someone that was just brand new getting started, that was looking to raise maybe a few $100s extra per month. And it also had to be able to reward someone that was looking to raise a few $100,000 extra per month. But more importantly than everything, it had to be something that once you put it up, it would stay up forever. And that was a key. It had to be able to stay up forever. And that was a thought process. And I'm going to share with you now what we came up with as a compensation plan. We actually came up with something that breaks the code. Basically, I was talking to somebody today, but we've broken the code when it comes to compensation plans and networking. We've really created something totally unique, totally different, never been done before, but it really is the answer to all of the problems that occur with different compensation plans. And so let me just cover, first of all, the first word, perpetual. Perpetual simply means continuing forever. So once you get this going, once you set it in motion, the whole goal here is that it will continue forever. But more so than just continuing forever, what we've created is something that's going to get more and more better and better as time goes by. It doesn't shrink, it actually grows. It's generative, not degenerative. And you're going to see that in just a minute. We also use the word leverage. Now, leverage is simply to use something that you already have to be able to achieve something new or better, right? So we've got something where you're going to be able to take your resources, your time, your energy, your effort, but be able to leverage that and leverage your team and leverage your growth so that you can grow something better. And then, of course, funding, this word is defined as the act of providing resources to finance a need, a program, or a project. And that's where we came up with the perpetual leverage funding program. In other words, a program that will run forever. You're going to be able to grow it by using what you already have to get more. And it's going to provide you with all the funding that you need forever. And that's the key. Now, it's been put together by a group of entrepreneurs and developers from all around the world. Someone was asking me, well, where are they from? Well, there's different parties that are participating, bringing their skill sets from all around the world. But the goal is to enable you to be able to market to the 4 billion people that are out there on the internet. So especially right now, we can't go and hold meetings or anything like that. So we've created an environment where you can actually use the internet now through social media, through internet marketing, and through really just your contacts, and you can share an incredible opportunity with them. Now, all that's needed to register for the program is what we call a Tron wallet. Now, some of you say, well, what is Tron? Well, Tron is simply a cryptocurrency. It's one of the top cryptocurrencies right now. And the key is that it's currently trading at just pennies. But experts believe that this cryptocurrency could go as high as $100 in the near future. But certainly right now it's at about 3 cents per Tron. If it only went to $1 per Tron, you'd have an opportunity to be in the same position as those people that got involved in Bitcoin when it's just at pennies, and now it's worth upwards of almost 20,000 per Bitcoin now. I think it's down right now to 17,000 or 18,000 or so. Goes up and down, but even with Bitcoin, they say that that's going to be worth over several $100,000 in the future. The exciting thing about Tron is that it's at 3 cents. We know that the height that it's grown to in the past has been 23 cents. So there's a lot of upside potential there. Another reason that we use Tron is because the fees are not very, very high. So you can do transactions for just again, fractions of a penny, as opposed to some of these other cryptocurrencies where it would cost a lot more. So the question that I have for you is this: how would you like to be part of that growth? To be part of a coin that goes from 3 cents to $1 or $10 or even $100? And that's the potential that we have here. Now, I can't say that that's going to happen, but again, it may. But the key is that with Tron, we use that, and that's really just a gateway, because you can get started with as little as 200 Tron, which is about $5 to $6 right now. And that enables you, that's our gateway to enable you to market to the 4 billion people that are on the internet. Now, what's great about this is this: Tron is really our gateway. Tron is what we use to pay on the platform, to donate on the platform, and we receive money in Tron from the platform. But once you've got Tron, number one, it's fungible, so you can actually use it in fractions, but it's also tradable. You could trade it for any of the other cryptocurrencies out there. So if you like Bitcoin, great, get Tron, trade it for Bitcoin. If you like Ethereum, get Tron, trade it for Ethereum. If you like to have paper money, get Tron, exchange it for paper money. Right, so you can trade it for what they call fiat currency. It's just our gateway. It's just simply the coin that we use. Some of us will want to keep our Tron and keep holding Tron, but some of you might want to take your funds in other cryptocurrencies or even in fiat, and that's totally up to you. But the key is this: once you're on our platform, you can market now. And again, there's 4 billion people out there. You're going to get your own referral link, and you can send it out. Now, we market, and we will be marketing in over 26 different languages. So this is key because, again, being a global society here, it's not like in the olden days. When I built some of the networks that I built over the last 40 years, I was dealing with my town, right? So I would hold these meetings in a hotel, and I'd have to get it and dressed up. I was thinking about that today because this is about as dressed up as I get, right? I put a shirt on. I put pants on too, but this is about it. This is about as dressed up as I get. But back then we put on the suits and the ties and so forth. We'd have to go to a hotel room and hold a meeting, and it was just a lot of work. Now we can sit back in the comfort and convenience of our home, and we can deliver messages, and we can hold these Zoom meetings, and we can go out to people all around the world. So what I decided to do was, okay, if I'm going to market, let me create the videos that we have and do it in as many languages as I can initially. And then as we get teams come on from different parts of the world, actually produce the videos in those languages as well. So currently, right now in production, we've got 26 languages in production right now. I just uploaded, and I'll show you in just a moment, for those of you that know anybody that speaks Spanish, specifically if they speak Latin American Spanish, we just uploaded the Latin American overview and the Latin American compensation plan video to our system. where you can go and actually invite people to the app. They can see those, or you can download those videos, host them on YouTube yourself, or send them out yourself to have people actually view the presentation. So you don't have to even do a presentation. You simply use the tools and send them out and have people press play, and they will see the presentation that's done very professionally, a lot better than what I do. It's all on that video. And so you just put it out there and get that out there to as many people as you can. And then it's just really a numbers game. They call it safety in numbers, law of averages. If you put out the video enough, you're going to get people that say, yeah, I want to do this. And where can you put it out? Again, anywhere in the world. What languages are you going to be able to put it out in? Over 26 different languages. Now, what's great here is that you get access to 3 what I call funding streams. These are streams that you get to benefit from day one. We call it Smart 1, Smart 2, and Smart 3. Now, these are simultaneous streams. The minimum that you can get started with is 200 Tron. From your 200 Tron, you at that point will get access immediately to these 3 streams. Now, here's what happens. 40% of every donation goes to Smart 1. Now, what Smart 1 is, Smart 1 is a very, very powerful 1x3 perpetual matrix with automatic reentry. Now, that simply means this. Your first 2 referrals, number 1 and 2, you will have the funds go directly to you. Now, what's great about that is that there's no withdrawal necessary whatsoever. This is automatic. It's peer-to-peer. The smart contract executes everything. There's no company admin that's going to say, geez, we're holding on to your funds. Hold on a second. We've got these hoops that we want you to jump through. None of that. Okay, when you get funded, it goes directly to your wallet immediately. So there's no one that's going to be hacking the funds from the company or anything like that. Now, the third referral that you have, that will go directly to your sponsor. Now, the reason that that's important is that when it goes to your sponsor, you keep the referral, I should say, but the funds go to your sponsor, and that allows you to cycle again and again and again on all of your personal referrals in the 1x3 matrix. So that's very, 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 very powerful. Now, Smart 2 is where 40% of all donations go to Smart 2. Now, Smart 2 is the breakthrough. This is the proprietary perpetual funding stream that I am so excited about, because this is where we broke the code in networking. I mean, we totally broke the code in compensation plans. Now, Smart 2 has got pass-ups from infinite depth. So as you can see here, it doesn't matter how deep you go, infinite depth. Now, I was talking to somebody today, and again, being around the industry for a long time, the way that you earn income in networking is that you have to build depth. Now, for years, it's always been told that depth is your security. Now, what is depth? Depth is where you've got duplication. That simply means that you sponsor. So you sponsor a group of people. Now, if you just sponsor a group of people, is there depth there? No. You've got to sponsor a group of people, and then you've got to teach them to do what? You've got to teach them to sponsor a group of people, and then you've got to teach them to teach their people to sponsor a group of people. And once you're down 3 or 4 levels deep in duplication, that's your security in networking, because now you've got 3 or 4 levels of depth there of people that are trained, that are doing the business. Now, the other side of it is that width was always for income. In other words, when you go wide, that's how you create income in networking. You want to go as wide as you possibly can. The challenge that we always had over the years is to be able to go deep, work with your people without getting into management mode, we call it. So work with your people, help them become successful as much as you can, but at the same time, go and refer as many people as you can so you can go wide, because wide was income. Well, what this compensation plan does, it accomplishes both at the same time. When you work with your folks and go deep, it's going to create your width for you. So by working with your team and going deep, it creates your width, and I'm going to share with you how. Now, your perpetual funding stream has got a number of available positions. You've got pass-up positions, and you've got funding positions. Now, whether, and it depends on the position in which a personal referral or pass-up lands, and that's going to determine whether they are a pass-up or funding position. And very, very simply, Positions 2, 4, 6, and every fourth thereafter are pass-up positions. Okay, those positions actually get passed up to the upline. All other positions are going to be funding positions. So again, pass-up positions get passed up line. Funding positions, here's what's going to happen. When someone lands on a funding positions, which would be, in this case, position 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, and so forth, when they land on a funding position, you at that point receive 100% of the donations of anybody that lands on a funding position. Here's what happens, though. Everybody that lands on a funding position ends up being linked to you. Now, once they're linked to you, they're forever linked to you. And anyone that's linked to you is going to pass up their personal referrals or pass ups from their positions 2, 4, 6, and every fourth thereafter to the next available position on your perpetual funding stream. This is extremely powerful because here's what happens now. Anyone that they pass up is going to fund you if they land on a funding position, and they'll also be linked to you. And when they're linked to you, that means that they will also pass up their second, fourth, sixth, and fourth, and every fourth thereafter. And this is the power. This is what creates the perpetual funding stream. It goes to infinite width and infinite depth. And this is where the funds really start to come in, because as your team grows and develops, and as you work deep in your team, helping everyone succeed, as you help people succeed, they're always going to be passing up a certain portion of their referrals and any pass-ups that they get to you. And it's all based on you helping your team succeed. So you don't even have to really worry as much about going wide and all your personal referrals if you really work and help your team. Now, if you do both, then it's even more powerful because you're not only building depth, but you're adding to that depth and width as well by bringing on more personal referrals yourself. So it's a very powerful, never been done before compensation plan. And I can assure you that we have broken the code when it comes to comp plans because we're using a much higher mathematics than normal. We're not using addition or multiplication. We're actually using compounding. And it actually is in a third or fourth dimension, depending on how you actually look at the geometric model of what we've got here. Now, Smart 3 is simply another very, very powerful plan, but 20% of every donation goes to Smart 3. Smart 3 is a perpetual funding stream. And what's powerful about this is that it basically takes Smart 2 and puts it on steroids, because now you've got a recurring funding program. Now, you can choose to participate in this. It's optional, but when you do, you're going to multiply your leverage by 12 every year, which simply means more money, more money, more money, more money. But it's optional. Everybody that comes in and they go on and purchase a level, automatically 20% of that level is going into Smart 3. But after the first 30 days, you can choose whether you want to continue to fund Smart 3 or not. And again, if you're going to continue to fund Smart 3, you'd be continuing by donating 20% of whatever that level amount is. That would go back in now to the system on a monthly basis. But that's totally optional. It's totally up to you. If you don't continue to participate in the optional recurring funding program, what will happen is all pass-ups will bypass you and go to the next person upline who is participating. And that's called dynamic compression. Just like if you choose to participate and somebody below you doesn't participate, then you will get the pass-ups come to you. So it's a very, very powerful program. And quite frankly, this is where most of the funding will come from. It's going to come from the monthly recurring of Smart 3. So real quickly here, taking a look at the system in action. Let's take a quick look at it. Let's just say that your first referral, John, decides that he would like to put the system to work, and he joins you, again, with a minimum of 200 Tron. Well, when he does that, John is your first referral, so he will be placed in the first position of Smart 1, Smart 2, and Smart 3. And Smart 1, Smart 2, and Smart 3 are all funding positions, which means that by him being in all three positions, 40% or 80 Tron is going to go to you from Smart 1, 40% or 80 Tron from Smart 2, and 20% or 40 Tron from Smart 3. So with just one individual now, you've received 100% of your initial donation back. Again, what was the magic number? Most amount of money, shortest period of time, fewest number of referrals. What is that? It's 1. So with one referral, you've broken even, period. Just one referral and you break even, which is phenomenal here, because everyone could at least do one, right? But then what would happen if John was a superstar and he decided, you know what, I want to go to work and I want to market worldwide. I've got people in different countries. I was on with Taiwan today. Taiwan, I don't know anyone from Taiwan. Okay, I almost didn't even say it right there. But I was on with Taiwan and they saw the program through somebody here and they want to know more about it. And, all of a sudden we're in Taiwan. I was on with Czechoslovakia yesterday. Right, I was on with Colombia today as well. Right, so we're starting to go around the world. But let's just say John's a superstar. He starts marketing all around the world and referring people. Well, here's what happens. Well, number one, first of all, if John's the only one that you were able to refer, well, every time that he re-enters Smart 1, he's going to go and he's going to take the next available position in your 1x3 matrix, and those funds go directly to you. Sent directly to your Tron wallet. Now, he's also in position 1 of Smart 2 and Smart 3, which are funding positions on your perpetual funding stream. So what happens there is he's going to fund you, but more importantly, he's also linked to you. And being linked to you means that he's going to pass up his 2nd, 4th, 6th, and every 4th thereafter to your perpetual funding stream. Again, anyone that lands on a pass-up position will be passed up to the upline, as we talked about. However, anyone that lands on a funding position will not only fund you, but they're going to also be linked to you. And because they're forever linked to you, they're going to pass up their 2nd, 4th, 6th, and every 4th thereafter, personal referral or pass up to you. So you can see here that this will grow to infinite width and infinite depth. The question comes in is, how many donors did you personally refer? Well, you only referred John. But because you referred John and he went to work, all of a sudden you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 funding positions that you earned on. But more importantly than that, you've got 5 individuals now that are linked to you, that are passing up to you their 2nd, 4th, 6th, and every 4th thereafter to your perpetual funding stream. And as they pass up to your perpetual funding stream, again, some of them will be pass-ups, but some of them are going to be funding. The ones that are funding will fund you and be linked to you and pass up their 2nd, 4th, 6th, and every 4th thereafter to your perpetual funding stream. And some of them will be pass-ups, some will be funding. The ones that are funding are going to pay you, and then they're going to pass up. So you get the point. This can continue forever from one person. If you can refer one person that goes to work, you can still have an unlimited amount of people that you're earning funds from, but not only that, that are linked to you, that are also helping to build your perpetual funding stream. This has never, ever, ever been done before. We've truly broken the code. Now somebody, if they can just sponsor and refer one person, they could end up having a huge, huge business. But the question is this, there's no limit to how many people that you can refer. What would happen if you went out there and referred a whole bunch of people? Okay, not just one. How big can it grow? And so it's totally unlimited to the potential that can happen here. But as they say, it gets even better, right? It gets way better because not only do we have one level, we've got 32 levels. So take everything that you learned before and multiply it by 32, because you can develop Smart 1, Smart 2, and Smart 3, but on 32 different levels here now. That's 32 different levels that you've got 3 funding programs working. That's 96 funding streams that you could be earning from simultaneously. And you take 32 now, multiply that by 12, and I don't know what that number adds up to, but that even compounds it even more because you can get that on a monthly basis in Smart 3. So you can have unlimited funds, talk about multiple streams of income that's coming into your household to help you fund your dreams moment to moment in real time through this system. I mean, folks, this is absolutely incredible. I wish I had this 30, 40 years ago. I mean, I really did, or do. I mean, I really do. I mean, because it means it's going to be life-changing for many, many people. Now, again, start off at 200 Tron. Everybody comes in, starts off at 200 Tron. To get to the next level, though, it's real important to notice here that level 1 is 200, but level 2 is only 250. That's only 25% actual more than level 1 to go from level 1 to level 2. What that means is simply this. 1 referral, you break even. 2 referrals, and you have enough now to jump from level 1 to level 2, just with 2 referrals, or with 2 that you receive funding on. You have enough to jump to level 2. Again, once you're at level 2, just 2 referrals at level 2, and you have enough to jump to level 3. I mean, this is exciting here. So you can jump 1 level at a time and go all the way up to 32 levels. Okay, 1 level at a time. Or, as you can see here, and I'll tell you why this is important, by the way. This is important because if you're at level 1 and you have someone say, John, and you're at level 1 and John says, you know what, I'm going to go to level 32. Well, you can only receive from the levels that you're participating in. So you would receive and benefit from level 1, but you're not in level 2 through 32. So John then would just be linked to somebody in the upline that is at those higher levels. So you would still have him at level 1, but you would have missed him on all of the other levels. Now, if you're at level 1 and John goes to just say level 2, you'll get a notification that says, hey, you just missed out on John. He's no longer yours at level 2. And you say, oh, shoot, I wish I would have, oh, man, I should upgrade. I wish I would have went to the higher level. And you jump ahead of John to maybe level 3. Well, when he goes to level 3, then he would go underneath you because you're there. So you can only participate in levels that you're participating in. Now that's again good and bad, because it's bad because they bypass you, but it could be good because if you're at the higher level here, then you will have when people didn't upgrade and other people upgrade, you would get them. So this is again another form of dynamic compression where you are now receiving donors and people into your organization based on the fact that people in the downline are not participating in those levels, but you are. And so this is very, very, very powerful. So there's 3 things that you're going to want to do to succeed here. Very, very simple. Number 1, activate. Everyone can do it. There's no excuses. There's no, I can't do it. I can't afford it. It's 200 Tron. So figure out how to get Tron. And when we go live, activate. So you want to activate on level 1. Everybody comes in at level 1. You cannot get started higher. Everyone starts off at level 1, 200 Tron. Now, once you're in, then you can upgrade. And you want to upgrade to as high as level as you want to participate and be receiving from. So upgrade all the different levels. Then at that point, you qualify. How do you qualify? You qualify each level with just 1 referral. 1 referral, and you're totally qualified for life. You never have to requalify a level again. So again, once you get to level 32, you just keep earning more money, more money, more money. Never have to requalify again. It's like you have your own platform now. You're getting all the breakage, so to speak, all the dynamic compression is going to you when you're up to level 32. So my recommendation to anyone that wants to maximize this, and I know that my mother always told me, David, make sure you eat all the food on your plate. And that's because if I didn't eat all the food on my plate, someone else would, right? But my father always said, David, never leave any money on the table. And so if you don't want to leave any money on the table, you want to upgrade as quickly as you can to have all 32 levels working for you. Okay, once you've done that, you're done. Okay, nothing else out of pocket. Everything else you're going to be able to keep and actually grow and put towards your projects and so forth. Now, to make this happen even faster, we've made it so, again, you can upgrade many levels at once. We've created packages. These are multiple level packages: bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. And each package is 8 levels. Actually, I shouldn't say it's 8 levels, because bronze is levels 1 through 8, silver is levels 1 through 16, gold 1 through 24, and platinum 1 through 32. So you can upgrade 1 level at a time, or you can jump to complete packages. And you simply pay the difference, by the way, when you do that. The difference between packages, if you're at level 1 and you want to complete the bronze level, you'd simply would say, I want to be bronze, and the system will calculate the rest of the levels there so that you're in at bronze. So again, very powerful, but the most important thing about that is that once you're at the top, you never have to worry about funds ever bypassing you, right? So that's the key. So, I mean, that's it. That's our perpetual leverage funding program. I was talking to a gentleman today, and he says, well, what makes you guys unique? Well, this is it. I mean, nobody has what we have from a compensation plan. Will other people try to copy us and duplicate us? Perhaps. Perhaps they might. I mean, yeah, they will. However, we've got first movers advantage. We're coming out in 25 different languages. We've got a group of leaders now that's spreading around the globe. So there's no reason that somebody should want to try to duplicate us when they can just come and be us. They can join us and be a part of what we have. What's great is that everybody can get started. It's only 200 Tron to get started. That's under $6. And with that, you're able to market all around the world with just 200 Tron. So just think about how exciting it'll be when you've got all this Tron coming in from level 1 through 32, Smart 1, Smart 2, Smart 3, the Smart 3 on a monthly basis, and all that Tron's coming into your wallet moment to moment, whether it's 200 Tron or maybe at the 250 level, or maybe you've got 200,000 Tron that's coming in, but it's all going into your wallet. How thrilled would you be to be able to have that coming in for you and your family? I mean, would you be able to pay your bills, folks? I mean, pay them off as they come in. Would you be able to pay off all your debts? Would you be able to upgrade your lifestyle, maybe fund a new business, or maybe just help others that are in need? Well, all of that is available to you in your immediate future with our program. So what I'm going to encourage everybody to do is not delay, because I tell you what, in the time that you spent here, and you wouldn't be here if you were not looking to, fund something. But in the time that you spent with us today, you could have been raising Tron. You could have been actually raising funds. So, don't let the time go by without doing that. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to say join now, but you can't join now because we haven't launched yet. We launch, and I was speaking with the developers today. We're going to be pushing things back a little bit. They wanted 3 or 4 days to implement a system that would allow us to ensure that once we go up on the Tron network, we'll never have to come back down. And so they've been looking at a fix for something actually nothing to do with us, nothing to do with our contract, but just the way the Tron network works. There's a fix that they wanted to fix to ensure, because I've seen with some other projects where those companies are going up and then having to come down because they haven't done what we're going to do. And we only have one chance to do this, and that's now at the very, very beginning before we put the contract live. So they have decided to take 3 or 4 more days to implement this so that when we do go live, we stay live, right? So we want to stay up on the platform and not have to come down. So they had said 3 or 4 days, which really takes us to like Friday. However, in my opinion, I want to tell you guys the following Monday on the 14th. I believe it'll be a couple days before that, but let's just say that we've now got more time to get our teams in place and launch on the 14th of December, which is not this Monday, but the following Monday, and have a really successful launch. And then on top of that, we will have more languages done by then. We will have some of the PowerPoints in other languages done by then. We'll have our Telegram group, all of these other things done by that time as well. But more importantly, once we do go live, we'll never have to worry about coming back down again. So that's where that is. In the meantime, though, what I want to encourage you to do is utilize our app, utilize our training app. If you don't know what I'm talking about, simply get back with the person who invited you and say, how do I get the app? And they'll send you an invitation to our app. Everything that we do is going to be in the app. Matter of fact, we're going to be doing presentations. They'll be in the app. It's all going to be in the app. Now, in the app, we've got all the training. We're going to have lead pages. We're going to have everything here. Right now, though, someone can come and see our presentations right in the app. And as you can see here, updated and uploaded today is the Spanish Latin American presentation. So with that one here, it's beautiful.
¿Te gustaría tener todos los fondos que necesitas para acabar con el estrés financiero y los problemas económicos? Para que puedas...
You can come here and send someone to the app, which is what I recommend, But if you feel that, you know what, I want to send them the video, or I want to take this video and put it up on YouTube or something like that, while we have it available for you, you can come and download this video from here and then load it and host it wherever you want for your teams and send people to that. Create your landing pages and send people to that. So that's all available to you here. They can see the overview in Spanish. And we also have the
La palabra perpetuo se
all in
define,
Spanish.
que es una matriz perpetua 1×3 con reentrada automática. Recibirás el 100% de todas las donaciones de las posiciones 1 y 2 que se enviarán instantáneamente y directamente a tu billetera Tron. No se necesita ninguna solicitud.
So as you can see, when we do videos, we're not doing subtitles. We're doing them from the ground up. So with that, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm definitely going to take this video and put it up online for you. We'll have it there in the area, again, on the app. You're just going to be able to go to Zoom here, and in Zoom, we're going to put this one up. This is I feel like a good one. I hope you guys liked it. I really feel good about this one today. And with that, I mean, just keep doing what you guys are doing. You guys are doing great. I'm going to see, is there any questions? I got a couple of questions here. Let me see if I can answer them. With crowdfunding, people donate to a particular cause. What's my cause? Why would someone want to donate to me? Well, I don't know what your cause is. That's going to be up to you to figure out what your particular cause is, whether, again, it's to raise funds. I mean, what do you need to raise funds for, I guess, would be the question. If you don't have a cause, you don't need to raise funds for your family, or to send a child to college, or to buy groceries, or to buy a new car, or to buy a new home, or to go on travel. I mean, those are causes as well. And so whatever the cause is, as long as it's a legal cause, you can raise funds for that. Please explain qualifying for a level. Well, I think I explained that on the call here. Qualifying, you qualify for a level. Number one, you activate by simply participating on that level, and then you qualify with just one referral, qualifies it. December 22nd, not the 14th. You're correct, Randy. Thank you very much. Oh, sorry for saying the name here, but yes, you're correct. It is the 21st. So thank you very much for that. So yeah, we'll go live on the 21st, and thank you as well, Bob, on that. So Michael, yeah, everyone's saying, so you guys are, that I put that in there just to see if you're on your toes. So yeah, the 21st is what we're going to actually, we're going to be before that, but let's just say the 21st. That gives everybody a chance to really get their teams in place. It's actually better. I mean, well, I can't say better. I mean, it is what it is. But the 21st, you got more times to get your teams in place. We're going to have more times to get the languages in place, the PowerPoints and all that stuff in the other languages. We're going to be able to ensure, and this is much better because we're ready. I mean, we could actually go, but they saw a way in which they can really secure what we're doing even better. And they said, you know what, to spend 2 or 3 days now is better than going live with a contract that you can't change, and then having to pull it down periodically for a day because of the fact that the Tron network works in a certain way. And other companies are experiencing this challenge right now. We will not have that challenge with ours. So with that, I want to thank everybody for being on this webinar today. Thank you very much for showing up and being here Friday night. Spent a little bit of time with you. I hope it was worth it. I'm really, I feel blessed on where we are, because I know that 2021 is going to be a great year for a lot of people. We really have cracked the code here. And yeah, I'm blessed. I'm blessed that you're here spending the time with us. And we're going to go into the new year and really have something that we can get started with from the very beginning of the year and have a very successful 2021 and beyond. So with that, thanks very much for being on this one. I'll do this again tomorrow night. Never know what's going to come up as far as how it's going to be. There's a lot of people on this one, thank goodness, here tonight, because this was a great call, if I don't say so myself. However, show up tomorrow night if you got some folks that you want to have them see the presentation, or just use the app. It's totally up to you. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.